Welcome back to my channel. This is my last video of the year 2020. Today, I will be demonstrating me using this staff sling I made. I made this staff sling just a few days ago. It didn't really take long. Let me show you the parts of it. So, this staff I cut from a small young tree. This is about the diameter. So it's decently thick. And then for the release, at first I had it split like this, and I wrapped the rope, the sling rope, around the cut piece. But I thought it'd be more effective if I tied on this iron bar I found and used that as the release mechanism, because it would release off the sling would release off of the iron bar smoother than it would this piece of wood, right? So, and here's the sling I have attached to it. I tied the sling with a bowline knot, 2 notches on the sides, and I tied it. And then I tied another knot loop on the other side of the sling, which would go onto the iron bar, and then it's pretty much ready to load now. And for the pouch of the sling, I took some old jean fabric, some old denim, and I cut 4 holes, where I poked 4 holes on each side, and I kind of sewed them together with or tied them all 4 holes together with the paracord I was using. And now it kind of makes a nice pouch to put whatever you're gonna sling. As for ammunition, usually in my backyard, I've been using tennis balls because it's safer and it won't do any damage. But I'm gonna go out to the field today, and for my field ammunition, I'll be using stones. I have this small, lighter stone, 2 medium-sized stones, and 1 larger stone. I want to see the difference in distance when I sling each one, and how hard it is for me to sling each one. I bet the medium-sized ones are probably going to be just right, because my prediction is that the larger one might sling slower, which would mean a slower release. And the smaller one, I would think it wouldn't weigh enough for it to get, any much momentum at all. So I think that this one would weigh it down too much, and this one won't weigh enough to get any momentum. So I bet these 2 medium-sized ones will work the best. That's just my prediction. I'll find out. So I'm at the field now, and I have my rocks I'm going to shoot with my staff sling. I have the small rock in my pouch. I have the 2 medium-sized rocks and 1 large rock. Let's see how each rock performs. I'm going to shoot them all, and then I'm going to clock or kind of measure how far each one throws. And to throw them, I'm going to put the loop on the very end of the bar so that it comes off easier, because I feel like if I put it too far down, it'd have a lot more length to slide down before it releases off the bar. So I'm going to put it right about at the edge. Okay, I'm going to start with the small rock. Okay, so that was the small rock. Kind of bounced. I'm not going to be able to tell where it first landed, so I'm probably just going to count the bounces for each rock too. Now time for the mid-sized rocks. Mid-sized rock. it in the pouch. Here we go. I didn't really get too much momentum on that one. That one was probably me. But I have one more mid-sized rock to test out, and then I'm gonna go for the large rock. Okay, that one was all right. Surprisingly, I feel like I did best with that smaller rock, but here's the biggest rock. Let's see how well this one performs. Okay, so the big rock is in the pouch now. See how well we can do with this. Wow, that was pretty good. I feel like I did the best with the small rock and the big rock. The medium-sized rocks I thought would have done the best, but maybe it was just the way I did it. Now I'm gonna clock the kind of measure the distance in yards, and I'm gonna tell you the results. I'll be back. Okay, so I found 3 of the 4 rocks. I couldn't find all 4 of them, but I measured the distance in yards from the launching site to where they landed. So the results were: the mid-sized rock went 22 yards. The large rock went 32 yards. And which surprised me the most, the small rock went 42 yards. So we got 42 yards, 40 yards. This was actually 40 yards. 40 yards, 32 yards, 22 yards. So the small rock went the furthest, but also one important note, I feel like I could have done slightly better on gaining momentum with the mid-sized rock. I did throw another rock roughly this size before I started the launching video, and I was able to get it to 60 yards, so that should be something you might want to note. That it also depends on how much momentum you can gain. And I just started, you know, like I said earlier in the video, I just built this a few days ago, and I'm still kind of getting the hang of it. So it's also going to come down to your experience using a staff sling. Those were the results. And if I get any further with the rock, I'll be sure to leave that in the description on how far I was able to get the rock to get thrown, or slinged rather. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a nice 2021. Hope you had a nice holidays, whatever holiday you might have been celebrating. I'm gonna wrap up the video with slow motion slinging. Oh yeah.